It's been a while since my last update on my psoriasis, so I did want to go ahead and kind of highlight how it is, what I've been doing, and how it's improved over time. If you don't know, I went gluten-free 3.5 years ago, and that significantly improved my psoriasis. It also made me feel a lot better, and I've continued to be gluten-free over that time. Before I started, I probably had in the vicinity of 70 to 80 little spots of psoriasis all over my body. Now I'm down to about 10 or 12. So it has helped, and just kind of month over month, year over year, it just kind of slowly reduces over time. So the diet for me has really been the big factor in helping my psoriasis. Now, I did recently do some tests. So I got some blood work done to see if I was celiac. I am not celiac, but over time, maybe because I quit gluten for such a long time, if I try to reintroduce it, or sometimes I eat things that have cross-contamination and I get some gluten, I get sick. So I've had items at restaurants and things like that that have made my stomach upset. I get physically sick from it, and I believe it's gluten. So what I'm going to try to do continuing on here is to eat even less cross-contaminated foods with gluten in it. So be more like I do have celiac, so be very cautious about the things that may have been cross-contaminated with gluten. So I'll see if I can dig up some old photos here of my psoriasis and show you some images of what it looks like now. So I still have spots. Of course, the old spots that have gone away, dark brown spots are left there, but they even seem to be reducing over time as well. So lower part of my body is really where most of my psoriasis is. I do have some on my scalp as well, so I don't know how much is up there, but I do get an itchy scalp every now and then. This is the worst time of the year, around winter, where my psoriasis really flares up because of the dry air where I'm at in a dry city or a dry state. Around the wintertime, it's really bad for me. So I'm going to try to get out the humidifiers and keep up on that. Some other things I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent about is taking a vitamin D supplement and just getting some sunlight. So just getting out, getting some sun, there's issues with that, so be safe with what you're doing. But I have found that going to the tanning salon and getting some of that UV light has really helped. I try not to overdo it, but it has seemed to help me a little bit, so I try to get that. Try to just do it naturally, just get outside. It's very therapeutic as well, just to get outdoors, get some fresh sun on my skin, also just be out there in the fresh air and everything as well. So it has really helped me over time, so I'm very happy with the results, and I'm just going to continue on this path here to just kind of focus on my diet. And that is really what I've seen a lot in my comments. So people will say, oh, this diet works the best, this diet works the best. I don't really have a lot of people suggesting biologics or creams or ointments or lotions or things like that. A lot of it goes back to diet that has really helped people, and that's what seemed to have helped me. However, it depends on the severity of your psoriasis, where it is, and how much it impacts your life. Sometimes you need those things to really help. So when I was younger, when I was first diagnosed with psoriasis, I got it all over my leg, like up and down. My entire leg was covered in it, and I used some steroid cream that reduced it, and then it kind of went away from there. I also did quit drinking alcohol, so no alcohol, no gluten. I do a little bit of dairy, so I did eliminate dairy for a while, but now I have some dairy here and there. But also, dairy gives me issues, it gives me acid reflux, and I can't really tolerate dairy that much, so I really do kind of stay away from dairy. If it's a secondary ingredient, that's okay, but typically try to just stay away from drinking milk or eating ice cream, just straight up dairy, right? So that's what kind of gives me the most issues, but more in the acid reflux, less in the psoriasis area. But those things take time to build up. So it's really just an experiment that I am doing on myself to see what helps. And this has helped me. Again, it goes back to Dr. Tom O'Brien and his book, The Autoimmune Fix, I believe. And that's kind of the method that I'm following based on his research and how he works with his patients. So still continuing on that path. It seems to be helping and working for me. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it's the best I can do with what I'm able to control. And I'm really not going to take any of those other medications because of the side effects. They're really not worth the benefit to me in helping my psoriasis. So hopefully that was helpful. Again, I am going to be publishing other videos about how I'm trying to just live and lead a healthy life with the issues that I have. Now I also have higher cholesterol, so I'm going to be dealing with that too. So I've got sleep apnea, psoriasis, onychomycosis, which is toenail fungus, which is awful. I hate having my shoes off because my toes look disgusting. And now my cholesterol is a little bit elevated. However, with all of my other vital signs and health, my doctor's really not worried about that. So it's not like statin time or anything like that, but definitely something that I'm going to try to keep in mind and work to help not have to be on statins later in life. So fitness, exercise, and diet all going hand in hand, really staying away from trans fat, which I do already, but I'm going to think about ways to reduce that as well. So again, hopefully that was helpful. My name is Drew. I'll see you in the next one.